Caroline Douthwaite here with another live. Why don't more people actually get online and start making money? Why do people constantly talk about, wanting to go back to their job? I think it's important to really understand how the way the world's going. Just think over coronavirus has hit, and how many people actually have enough money to survive a year or 2 or 3 years old. On my last live, hello Robin, how are you doing? On my last live, I was explaining about how I was watching this thing with Mike Maloney, and how he was looking at his dad's tax return from the 1960s, I think it was, and he was a motorbike mechanic. Hello Brian, how are you doing? And he made $12,000 in a year, but the house that he bought was $9,000. So people are going out and trying to make money, and the value of our currency is a lot less than what it used to be. It used to be a fraction. It's a fraction of what it used to be, and the reason why that is because of something called fiat currency. And fiat currency has been tried hundreds and hundreds of times over the last 5,000 years, and every single time it's been tried, it has been printed down to zero. If you don't know how money was created in the first place, how are you ever going to be financially free if you don't understand where it comes from, how it's made, how it's printed? You'll never be financially free. You're always going to be working for money. You're always going to be working for currency. And that is it's no life, especially when you really understand it. So where does money come from? Well, originally, the way it used to work is people used to barter before money was invented, before currency was invented. And bartering, well, actually, before I say that, I was going to show you this area here, which I'm actually standing on the old dam that used to supply all Queenstown with all of its electricity. And this here where I'm standing used to be about 120 foot deep. You see all the shale there? But with the recent rains, it's brought all the shale down, and now there's no dam, there's nothing here. It's all built up. I'll actually go over the edge and show you, because it's pretty crazy. Turn it around. So that pipe down there, the water used to go down there, and used to actually turn a turbine in Queenstown. It's called the 1 mile pipeline, I think it is. So yeah, but anyway, what I was saying. So the way money was created, people used to actually barter, but it's very difficult to sell half a cow for 3 chickens. So people needed a medium to be able to trade with each other. So they started using precious metals, gold. But the problem is with gold and silver is a chunk of gold comes in all different sizes. So they started minting them and actually creating coins out of them. So the properties of money is diversible, they're fungible. So whatever is in my pocket is the same value of what's in your pocket. Portable. They're a unit of account, so we've got numbers on them, and they are store of value over time. Now, that last one isn't what currency is. Currency is not a store of value over time. They can print more and more, but they can't print gold. So what we used to do is have something called a gold standard, and money was actually an IOU on that gold. So rather than trying to take gold to buy something and getting robbed, which is what was happening, people used to keep gold in the bank, use the money in IOU, give us someone, and then they could, transport this very easy bit of paper rather than a wheelbarrow full of money, gold, to actually get their money back. So that's why money was created. And then what happened is they started running out of gold because of war, and this was the Roman Empire. So what they started doing is clipping money instead. They actually started to clip the edges of money, gold and silver, melt it all down. Oh, this is a bit treacherous. Check this out. If you don't know, that's super steep, but we'll try and make it on the way to Queenstown here. So yeah, just so you don't know, Snowball Assets is my company, and I teach new entrepreneurs how to make money online, which is what I'm going to get to very shortly. I'm going to show you a few different ways you can do that at the moment. Yeah, so anyway, just very quickly, basically we started clipping money to make more of it. The reason with fiat currency, they can actually print more and more and more, but when they print more and more currency and they don't add any more goods and services to the economy, the value of that currency is going down. You can't buy a house now in 2 or 3 years. You know, you need $200,000 just for a deposit for property. I mean, it's crazy. You know, so I mean, making money online, it's, you know, there's so many people wanting to go to work, but at the end of the day, a lot of people aren't expert at least one or two things in their lives, whether it's been a hobby or an interest, and you can get on YouTube and you can start making videos around those hobbies, whether it's teaching people to learn the guitar, or whether it's a waterfall behind me there, you can see it, teaching people to learn the guitar, or teaching people how to cook, or teaching people how to knit, teaching people martial arts. You know, and if you build up an audience of people behind you, then, you know, those people need equipment or tools that you can actually go to companies and become an affiliate of that company. Most reputable companies have an affiliate link, and all you do is you basically promote that affiliate link to your audience that you've created over the 6 months or a year. You got to treat it like a business, but this can provide passive income streams for yourself. You know, I know people making $1,000 to $5,000 a week from this, from making YouTube videos and using affiliate links, and it's kind of an expert business. You know, and it's a really good way to start without any money down, and start creating that passive income stream for yourself. You know, and if you don't do that, then carry on going back to work and making whatever sort of money that you do make. But you'll never be rich, you'll never be financially free, and you'll always have to work, trade your time for currency that they're printing out of nothing. You know, I mean, do you know how fractional reserve banking works? It might sound confusing, but it's not that hard. You take $100 into the bank takes that $100, they put that with the Federal Reserve of the bank in your country. Doesn't matter which one it is, most countries have a Federal Reserve. I do another video about that, actually. That's quite a big topic. And they put $100 in, and then they send $1,000 or $900 to your bank account. So you paid $1,000, and they've just paid $100, and they've just created $1,000 out of nothing. Nothing. They just type it on the computer. That's how most new money is created. And then they have the goal to charge interest on that currency that never existed. You know, it's just stealing. Do you know what a Ponzi scheme is? If anyone out there knows what a Ponzi scheme is? Whoa, look at this. This is the river. There was a big flood a few months ago, and they've just taken all the trees down. If you know what a Ponzi scheme is, that's taking money off investors and then paying your previous investors with the money you've just taken off a new investor. It's a circle. You've always got to take on new investors in order for it to work. And if you do a Ponzi scheme or even try and print currency, you'll be sent to prison for a very, very long time. But the banks are doing it every day. The government sanctions the banks to do this day in, day out. Hello, Danny. Hello, JP. How are you? So, you know, this is what motivates me to create systems online, so I can actually, you know, leverage cash flow for myself when money's coming in whilst I'm in bed. Money's coming in if I trade time or not, because that system I've created. If you want to know all the different ways you can make money, just quickly running through them. Drop shipping, that'll be basically where you create a store, you drive traffic to the store, and when people actually buy those products, the order goes to somewhere in China, and they fulfill the order for you. That's drop shipping. Okay. Affiliate marketing. You can, if you have a load of people, like an audience, you can actually provide a link. When people click on that link, you get a commission for whatever they purchase. Very simple. Expert business. Whatever you've done in the past. Hi Katie. Whatever you've done in the past, whatever hobbies or interests you've had, you can get online, you can create an audience around teaching people to do that. There's no business. Software, selling software online. That's another business. YouTuber. YouTube pays you royalties when you start getting, 10, 20, 30,000 views. It's not a lot, but it's not really the point, because you can actually create... hello, Gary, how are you? You can actually create... I forgot my trail of thought. Yeah, you can create content. Getting so hot. I've been walking down to Queenstown for 8 kilometres down this track. And it's down the old pipeline track. And it's pretty brutal. My friend, flatmate, has to carry my dog because he's scared. But, there's so many ways you can make money online. And, you have to. I mean, there's 5 asset classes out there. There is entrepreneurship, or working for money. There is real estate. Real estate has been an awesome investment for a very, very long time. This coronavirus, I don't know what's going to happen with them printing all this money. If anyone wants to understand, what happens when they add billions of dollars to an economy, well, it's just diluting the value of your currency. So what will happen is there'll be a big spend after coronavirus. People will, even if they start giving out we're thinking about giving adults $1,500, kids money to try and kickstart the actual economy. And what will happen, there'll be an influx of money going to the economy. What will happen after that is people will realise, oh shit, I've got no more money. People will start hoarding it again, especially if we're going to a depression, which I think is a very high probability. And then because of all of the actual currency that's in, new currency that's in the market, the value of that currency is going to go down, and all the prices will then go back up again. So there will be a lull, maybe for 6 months or a year, but the value of the money's gone down. So as the economy starts picking up again, it's going to take a few years, then we'll start to see prices come back. That's what I believe, but you've got to go and see a registered financial advisor if you want any advice. It's not advice, it's just my opinion that I'm giving you. So the 5 asset classes: real estate, entrepreneurship. Another asset class would be paper assets, stocks, shares, stuff like that. Another asset class would be gold, commodities, gold, silver, precious metals, precious stones, stuff like that. Another asset class would be collectibles, antiques and classics. Now they can actually have quite a big hit during a time like this. But gold, I mean, you can't be a better... it went a bit crazy back after 2008 because they pumped all this money and it really started the economy again. But so gold went quite high. Then it dropped down. It was a really good time to buy. And now it's about $1,700 US dollars an ounce. And it's just going to get... higher and higher and higher. It's going to go, I think, $3,000, even more. Again, that's just my opinion. So those are the things you can put. But at the end of the day, you've got to have money coming in. And if you're basically just going out and making a job, everything is too expensive these days. And it's because the value of our currency is significantly less than what it used to be. So learn about money. You can do that on Mike and Maloney. If anyone wants to learn how to, generate money online, and certainly DM me, send me a link, send me a message saying hello. I'll give you some free advice. If it's good for you, it's good for you. If it's not, it's not. At the end of the day, where are you going to get your cash from? If working isn't the best way to do it, where are you going to get it from? You have to set up these systems that give you that passive income stream. So I hope that's helped everyone. Like I say, I'll be making a live video once a day. as I walk down to Queenstown and try and add some value to people. Without adding that value, it doesn't really do much. So thanks very much. See you tomorrow. Hi. So how do I stop this?